All right, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's catfish, fried catfish, staple of the South. We're going to show you how to get this seasoned up and fried up, so stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so it's fish, fried fish, and the first thing we're going to do is show you how to get your flour ready. So right here I have a 50-50 mixture. This is 50% flour and 50% cornmeal. Now what I do is I make my own rubs. Now I'm going to show you something. Now this is Old Bay seasoning. Now I actually borrowed this from my sister. It's not in my cabinet, so I borrowed this from one of my sisters. And I just want to show you the ingredients on here. So the ingredients on here are celery salt, celery seeds, spices, onion powder, red pepper, black pepper. So if it's got all that in there, and the sodium level in here is ridiculous. So the sodium level is really, really high. And this one, the sodium is 140 milligrams for a quarter teaspoon. That's pure salt. So if you're looking at salt, if you pull out a box of salt and it's got quarter teaspoons of salt, or my salt that I have on my box is 280 milligrams per quarter teaspoon. This one's 140. So you're looking at the salt volume in here. So basically you're talking, this is 75% salt. So I'm making my own with the same seasonings that are in here. So if you guys want to know what's in here, this is my fish rub, and I'm using all the same seasonings, and I'm leaving my black pepper off to the side. So don't be afraid to make your own rubs because it's very simple. Good product, Old Bay. I'm not going to knock them. I used them when I was a lot younger, but nowadays I put this one to the side and I make my own seasonings, and I get to control my blend of how much black pepper I want, how much celery salt I want. So all of that is in here. Just read the label on there, but we'll leave a description to all those seasonings in there. That way you get to make your own. So just mix it, match it, make it yours, and you'll love it. So here is our flour and cornmeal mix, 50-50. So I'm taking my rub, and I'm gonna add some of my homemade rub in here. Just like that. And make sure it's a 50-50 mix of the flour and cornmeal. So I'm going to zip this back up, make sure I hold it nice and tight. I put this in a bag so when I put my fish in here, I can just put my fish right in the bag and shake it. So we're going to get that right in there and shake it up, just like that. I'm not going to add any pepper to this because I'm going to put the pepper on the fish. Okay, so here we got our fish. So what we'll do with the fish is we're going in with yellow mustard, which has a lot of salt in it. So be careful if you're going to use salt and use mustard, because you're going to put salt on top of salt and the dish will be way too salty, so don't do that. So we get our yellow mustard on and just rub it in. Make sure that fish is all towel dried. You know, you hit it with a little paper towel and dry off your fish, because you don't want this fish wet because it's going to make a mess. It's going to mess up the flour, and going into grease with mushy flour is not going to turn out good for you. So you got your mustard on there, and if you guys that don't want to use mustard, you could leave it off. The fish will fry up great without it. So sometimes I use mustard on it, and sometimes I just don't. So if you guys are asking what's the mustard for, it helps the rub stick. Sometimes I just go with salt and pepper, and that's it, which you can do too, and it makes a lovely fish. Nobody would even know the difference mostly, but I know the difference because I want those other flavors in there. And that's it. So we got that rubbed in. And now we're going to add our rub to this. So here we go. Decent amount of that rub. And my mom never used rubs, you know, so it's kind of funny. I'm not exactly like her or my grandmother. They do things different, I do things different, and my family does things different, and it's just great to always have different things, because when you go over each other's houses, you guys aren't eating the same old, same old. and that gets played. So switch it up. And for the life of me, if somebody has a recipe, I want to make mine a little different. Instead of going over to families' houses with the same seasonings and spices, I want people to say, wow, who made that? And that's what it's about. You bring over 4 different apple pies and you're guessing who made the best one. And there's always a winner there in every family, and everybody knows who that winner is. And everybody knows who the meat guy is, and everybody knows who the pie girl is, or the cake girl, or cake guy. And that's it. All right, so this is seasoned up. We're gonna meet you onto the fryer. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, we got our oil ready, 375. Now right now I'm frying in lard. That's what that is in there. You can fry in whatever you like. Some people fry peanut oil, but we're frying lard today. So we're just gonna get these in the bag. I'm gonna go like this. I'm putting 2 in at a time. Just like that. Get my hands a little clean. Zip the bag. Make sure you don't take the air out of it. So you're gonna hold it like that and just do the old shakeroo. Get it shuck up good in there. That's it. Now just like that. Give it a good shake. Now I dropped the basket because that's what you want to do. And you just want to make sure your fish is all floured. Give it a good shake because you're using cornmeal, so you want to knock off a lot of that cornmeal. And start from the tail. And get it in there, and you're just going to go back. And drop it away from you. Now I say that, drop it away from you, but I get my hand so close down to the oil, I drop it in any direction. It doesn't matter because I'm not letting it go. All right, now we got that one in. I give it a couple of seconds, wait for the oil to come back. And I'm gonna get this piece in and just get that one down into the oil. And there you have it. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds and then shake that basket just so I don't break the batter. So I'll wait till about there and gently shake it in like that. There you have it. All right, we're going to get these fried up and we'll meet you when this batch comes out and we get all the rest of them in. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, time to pull these out. Now, you can see how calm those bubbles are. When those bubbles calm down, that's when you want to really pull this. So I could bring my basket up, but I'm not going to bring my basket up because I don't want these to fall apart. So I'm going to grab it and do a good job of holding it like that. Because I can get them better when they're floating and get a good grip on them. Like that. I'm going to drain it good. And then onto my rack we go. And look at those. Beautiful. All right, we're going to put the rest of these in and get them fried up, and then we'll meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're all fried up out of the oil. I just want to show you this. Now, this was the last one that I took out, and I grabbed it too fast, and it broke apart on me. But that's how gentle that fish is, so you want to be careful taking it out because it's soft. It's a very soft fish. And why it's broke up, you know, there's nothing else to do but to get a pitmaster taste there. Why not? Let's give this a shot. Soft, flaky, beautiful fish. Now, usually we do this on the cutting block, but look at that. Just nice and white and soft fish. That's why I love catfish. All right, we're gonna get onto the table, meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are, season 3's chopping block. Catfish, let's show you what we got. Now, I know you saw these guys before already, but check those out. I mean, they're beautiful. And now we're going to plate these up tonight a couple of different ways. So now over here I made some lentils. I got some Swiss chard in there, some ham. Beautiful recipe. I'm going to leave a link in the description to these lentils. And how I'm going to serve this, the first one, is that we are going to get some lentils right in here. Now the greenery in there is Swiss chard. That's that nice greenery in there. Now we're just going to go in with these beautiful lentils, just like that. Now I'm going to clean this plate up, like that. Now, I got a friend who's getting married, and we're kind of helping him out with his wedding food here. So this was my idea, to serve the catfish right on top, just like that, right on top of those beautiful lentils. Now with that, on the side, we made a wild rice with nice fresh ingredients, with some onion, sage, that's what the greenery is in there, some sage. And we're just going to park that right on the side like that. And then I figured we would just go in on top of the fish with just a little greenery like that. Very simple plate. There it is. I'll let you guys look at that. Now what I'm going to do, this is dish number 1. I'm going to put this off to the side real quick. And we're going to show you dish number 2. Dish number 2. Same thing. This time we're going to put some rice in here. Get a good amount of the rice in there. Just like that. I bet you guys know where I'm going with this one. So now we got our rice in there. We got a little height on that to lift that fish up and elevate it. Now we're going to drop the fish on top of the rice, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to garnish this time with just a little green onion on top, a little scallion. Just like that. And just get some around the plate. Like that. So now we have that. You guys can take a look at that. And now here's our lentils. We're going to get our lentils separately in a bowl. Just like that. We're going to go in with some sour cream. Just a good dollop on top. And then we're going to decorate this one with just a little flake of parsley, like that. And there it is. Now I'm going to slide these to the side so you guys can definitely tell me your true opinion of these great dishes. There's dish number 1, dish number 2. And there's 4 dishes. So please, I would like your opinion on these. Just like that. And I almost forgot to do the rice here. And we're going to do the rice with just a little greenery on top of the rice too. Can't leave that out. All right, and there it is. I'm going to get organized, and I'm going to meet you guys right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is, deep fried catfish, Southern style, staple of the South. And we serve that with wild rice and lentils. We're going to leave a link in the description. This way you can see that being made, those lentils there. And please, let me know in the description which one you would prefer. That catfish parked over rice, or you like it over lentils. Either way, it works well with me. We thank you guys. We enjoyed you guys coming. If you like this, leave a like. No further ado, let me get that little bit master taste there.